Hi mga ka-BA! For today's episode, isi-share ko sa inyo yung actual training ko sa mga boss ko last 2020. So, syempre, nung nag-i-start pa lang ako, hindi pa ako ganon kagaling or expert dun sa niche ko. Kasi meron lang akong isang client na tinuruan lang ako about tax overage. Pero itong client na to, um, mas tinuruan nila ako about mortgage overage naman siya. Yes. Sa episode na to, makikita nyo or mapapanood nyo kung paano ako turuan ng mga boss ko. Yun, nung nagsisimula pa lang kasi ako, medyo pag first na training or interview, medyo kakabaka-baka pa niyan dahil baguhan pa lang ako noon. Pero kapag tumagal naman na, lagi mo na silang nakakausap, marami ka na nakakausap, eventually mawawala na rin naman yung kaba sa'yo Parang anytime pag sinabing meeting, parang okay, ready na ako. Parang ganun wala ka nang mararamdamang kaba or something sa'yo Parang anytime pag virtual assistant ka, ready ka sa mga, interview or sa meeting, mga biglaang meeting. Yan. So, malaking tulong sa akin tong dalawang client na to dahil yung niche ko mas lumawak pa. So, kung dati nga, tax overage lang ako, ngayon mortgage overage. And ngayon, gusto ko pang malaman or matuto about bankruptcy kasi marami pa yan and unclaimed funds. Yan. Lahat yan is under real estate. Yan. So, yun, yung mga boss kong to, mga mababait naman sila, generous. Ayun, panoorin niyo to.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, so I heard you just barely. Okay. Yeah, we see you're present, but we just don't. Okay, he's adjusting his audio. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure all of the information that Justin has explained to you thus far in regards to the overages. But since you have experience with mortgages in the Florida area, I will use Florida as the example to help you understand actually what happens all throughout the United States, not just in Florida.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so hopefully this will be helpful. You're recording so you can go back and listen.
Yeah.
And if there's something that I say that's not clear, just stop me. Just say, I don't understand. Stop. You know,
Okay, sir.
I work with a lot of programmers in India, so I know I know English is not your first language, and
Yeah.
you know, speaking your language is not my first language, so we could slow down as much as you need to. Okay. Justin, do you have a property that you want to use for your demo?
I don't actually have the prices listed here, but I do have all the parcel numbers listed out. So
Okay. Okay. So in the chat, could you put the parcel number?
I can in just a minute.
Okay. So Yanni and Keenly, what you're going to see is typically there's going to be a number associated with the property. If you worked in Florida, you probably remember this number being known as an APN,
Yes.
like Alpha Pair Now. Okay. So that APN number is the number that he's showing us.
And those are the
So-
two ways that they get represented. Sometimes if you put the zero, it won't work, and sometimes if you do put it, it won't work. So either
Okay,
way.
so we're going to start with the ground number. The number that comes up on the sheet is the 19,631.37, right?
Yep.
Without the zero?
Mhm.
Okay. So the first number you all see in the chat box is the number that comes with the property. Again, if you dealt with Florida, you know it as an APN number or property ID number. Okay. So all we're going to do is, and if we were doing Florida, it would make so much sense to you. You would see right through it because you've done Florida. So what we're going to do is just take this number to find out who owns the property, who owned the property prior to the auction. What we may find out once we've done all of this is that we call and they go, oh, we don't have the property anymore. It was sold. You know, we didn't pay the taxes on the property and they took it. And you go, okay, but who was responsible for it when it was taken? Because there may be some funds there. Then they go, oh, well, that was Barbara. You can call Barbara. Here's her phone number. Yeah, they tend to give that information after that. And Justin, I don't know how far you're asking Yanni and Keenly to go once they get the information. Are they reaching out to the homeowners, or are they just providing you the data so that you do the calls, the initial calls? That's something that, obviously, that's something that you're doing with them, and you're going to, I'm sure you all have worked that out or will be working it out.
No, we still need to work it out. I was wanting to see what they were comfortable with and how far this training was going to go.
Right.
So if it goes to that point, I would prefer that they could make contact, but we should hash that out and make sure.
Right. Okay. So I'll leave that part alone. All I'll say is, so that's essentially how we find the name. And that's how we, obviously, you all know how to, you said you have been verified, people search. So you know how to skip trace. You understand mortgages. So you're 10 times ahead of most people we would talk to, because they would go, I don't understand anything you're talking about. So the fact that you all understand and this makes sense to you, now I'd just like you to kind of watch the playback and then make your questions and then schedule a call with me. I'm going to put my email in here. That's me, and I'm gonna give you my email. And I'm also gonna give you my stateside phone number.
One thing I think is worth talking about is that the complexity of the work that we were discussing doing initially goes up quite a bit because of the title search part. And also because it's going to be in different counties once we get all of Nevada covered, that kind of thing. And so there's going to be learning. Every time we do a new county, there's going to be learning involved. And so I figure we're going to end up paying them a little bit more than $4 an hour. And we're also probably going to expect that they spend a bit more time on each case. So instead of doing 5 of them an hour, it might be 1 every 2 hours or something like that. Right.
Well, I have really great news for you all, by the way, for Yanni and Keenly. And Justin, they can thank you for this. Like I was telling you all, I went to the auction the other day. Justin, I don't know how much time you'll need of Yanni and Keenly, but whenever they're not working your skip traces, I've met a group of people who are interested in someone who could do skip traces as well. Different industry, different factors, different focus, but the fact is it's still around real estate. And if they're interested and if you're okay with it, we can bring them more work.
I'm totally okay with it. Basically, I look at it like probably in the next few months, if not the next year, we're most likely going to be incorporating a small business in the Philippines. That can get complicated, but once we get that done, then we can consider it like a partnership or something like that.
Right. And once this COVID thing wraps up, like I said, I could take a walk out there, out to the Philippines and meet Yanni and Keenly in person and help them set up like like you say, in a full operation of doing this with 12, 13, 14, 15 other people. Like, we're going to put you in a position, Keenly and Yanni, just know, especially when I'm involved, and I know Justin feels this way, when we meet good people and they do good work, we bring you more work and more work and more work and more work than you can handle. So you're going to hire people under you. And as business-minded as you are, whatever your rate is, you could take a percentage of that rate and give it to people to work for you. And then you just be the boss and you don't have to do that anymore. And you just teach people how to do what you do, whether they work from home, preferably work from home so you don't have to have an office. That's the smart way. But if they don't have internet and things like that, we can work together to make sure that everybody that's working with you has those things. For me, working from home is always safer than working in a building. You have rain, you have transportation, you have traffic, you have children, you have, oh my God. It's like, I could just wake up and do this. I don't have to go anywhere. And I think that sounds good to you as well. I see you shaking your head and smiling.
I'm
Yes, sir. That's a good
I'm
idea.
excited for that because I want to live in my company, sir. I'm so tired. I've been working for 8 years. The traffic here is very terrible.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
when I talked to them previously, they tell me how hard it is with the current job, and that having their own thing would be very good. So we want to get to the point where they have mastered what, this little project we have going on now, so we can expand a little bit, and then maybe we take on 2 more employees, maybe another two, a couple, like a month or 2 down the road or something.
Right. So any questions for me?
By the way, sir, may I know your time there now so that we can set our world clock? May I know
Okay.
your
It's 6 p.m. where I'm at, and it should be 8 where you're at, right, Carl?
Yes, it's 8 o'clock where I am, but you now have my email.
Mhm.
And
You have my name,
It's
and
also
you have
worth
my
knowing,
phone number. You can reach out anytime for me.
Same with Sir Justin, sir. It's already 8 p.m. in your time, Sir Justin.
I'm 6 p.m. So I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Las Vegas, and Carl is in Dallas, Texas. So he's 2 hours behind. And another thing worth mentioning is we are yesterday for you. So you're Saturday morning, we're Friday evening.
Mm-hmm.
I normally just go because I deal with all those Indian developers. It's 9 a.m. for you right now. Yes?
Yeah, yes, sir. 9 a.m.
9:08.
Yes, but
I'm
sir,
looking at the clock.
you can send message us anytime. We're
Okay.
online anytime, right, Kinley? Even if
Yes,
it's
sir. Yes, sir.
1, 2.
Well, here's the thing. I don't do much Facebook, so I go there because I have to for work, but it's kind of like I barely go there. I'm normally on LinkedIn. That's where I'm at. But my WhatsApp on my phone. Do you have a WhatsApp? Do you guys
Yes,
use
sir.
WhatsApp over there?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, that's probably going to be the easiest way to connect with me if you're not sending me an email or texting me through phone or something like that. If you do a WhatsApp, I'm instantly going to get it and I will respond. That's how I work with my software developers in India, is through WhatsApp. And speaking of the Philippines, I'm working with a company. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So she is from the Philippines. Okay, so I do work with someone else from the Philippines on another project. I was just thinking about that. Okay, so you are 11 hours ahead of me.
I think for the next step in training, we should have them explain a skip trace or a title search to us. Do we have the right person? And watch them do it, and tell the story from what they're reading. And I think it's going to take a few tries because they're going to run into some tricky difficulties and say, how do I do this one?
So here's what I like you to do, Justin. I like you to send them an email with a list of 4 properties. Okay? Send them that list with 4 properties with overages on them. It could be $1, it could be $10, it could be 100,000. I don't care. Just send it to them so that they can, Yanni and Keenly can figure out how they're going to do the work. And let them kind of manage it, and then let them bring back the results.
Yes,
right? And this will give them the chance to work through it. If they have questions, they can reach out to me. They can reach out to you. We can answer the questions. The end result, Yanni, is that you all are going to come back and go, here's the result. Now, I can go through that pretty quickly and figure it out if it's right. And if it's right, it's kind of like we're grading you. We're going to determine if you got it. And if you got it, I'm going to go, these were all right. Here's something that I would like you to do. Once we get through that, the next one I'd like to do is maybe 2 or 3. And again, these are properties that we probably won't use, but it's just for you. Then I want to see how long it takes you to find it. I don't want to do that when you do the first 4 because you're learning it. And after you do that.
So they have done, so I gave a list of 5 and they work at once. And then we had a meeting and a discussion about doing a little bit more of the title search. And then they did that for the same 5 again. And what I'm thinking is now that they've seen the new procedure, how to do this, they may end up doing those same 5 a third time. And that way they're already familiar with everything they've seen, or we just start over fresh.
Yeah. They can't. No. We got to give them an honest opportunity to work, and you can give them one each. It doesn't have to be 5 or 3. You can say, here's 2. Yanni takes 1, Keenly takes 1. They're going to work together anyway, and they're going to go through it and they're going to figure it out without us saying a word. They're going to come back and go, here's the answer. And we're going to go, okay, that is the right answer. My next question is, how long did it take you?
Okay, so right? That's what we'll do in person the next time we meet.
Right. So you all, Yanni, Keenly, once Justin sends this to you, that means you tell me when you need me. You just say, I'm doing it. I have a hard time. Help. You know, and you say help, I'm going to stop doing whatever I'm doing and I'm going to run to you and I'm going to go, how do I help you? Let me help you. Because I do want you to I want you to stop working for somebody else. I want you to own your own business. I want you to build your own wealth and your own future. So if this is going to help you, I'm in. I want to help you do that for you and Keenly. And then once you all get that part done, then we can ask you how long it took you and you can go, well, we were still learning it. Give me another one. And then I test that one. We see how long it takes you. Then we can quantify what the hour looks like. I don't know if you're talking with rates on Justin on how much an hour, but I think once we figure out how many you can do in an hour, it makes more sense, as you can understand from a business side. If we say whatever the hourly rate is, how many do we get back? When we talk to other companies who say, I need that help, they're going to ask me, how much is it going to cost me to get a skip trace done, right? I can say, oh, it normally takes Johnny and Keenly 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know how fast you are, right? To find that answer. Without the warm call, it takes them this much time. So in an hour, they can do this many. So you're going to pay them this much an hour. And I'm going to always go to bat for you guys on that. But it's just to make sure that you're comfortable. And then that when people are coming to you, they understand what they're getting and what the time is around it, because that's what people pay for. Not so much the information, but the time. And that's what you get paid for. Not the information, your time. How much of my time are you using, right? That's what you say to us. Because if I said, I need you to do this for 12 hours every day, what would you say to me? How much you going to pay me, right? Because that's 12 hours. How much you going to pay me? So
for 12.
it's all about that. It's all about the time. And so once we can get that formulated and moving forward, I'm very confident that what you all are doing is going to be major. You're going to do big things where you are. I'm confident.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our very best. And also, we're excited to work with you, with Sir Justin.
Awesome, great.
Actually, this is new for us. So
and Ron too. Don't forget Ron. He just was not able to connect to this meeting.
Okay, Sir Ron also.
Oh yeah, we're super excited. We're excited. I'm excited. You don't know much about me, but real estate is something that I do on the side. I run my own company and do all kind of stuff with software and businesses. But so when I meet entrepreneurs, people that have the mindset of, I want to work for me, I don't want to work for anyone else, I want to work for me, I get super excited because now I try to figure out, how do I help them do that? So you no matter what happens, you have my information.
So I'm gonna send a message on the Facebook Messenger app so that Ron is still in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
And Keely and Yanni, send your emails there after I ask. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. And then we'll be looking forward to when you want to have your next session, because you had enough time to try. I'm probably gonna have each of you do 2 of them each, new ones. And that way you have one and you have another one to compare it to, and you can discuss amongst yourselves. And when we have our next meeting, I'm going to have an additional 2 so that we can do live at least 1.
Right. Okay. Yanni, Keenly, how do I get with you on WhatsApp?
Come again, sir.
How do I connect with you on WhatsApp?
Just give me, sir, your number.
My phone?
Yes, sir.
Here, let me put it in the chat.
I didn't receive any in the chat.
It-
In
No?
in Facebook.
Oh, no, it's in a Zoom meeting. It's in the meeting, not on Facebook.
I just sent one to the Facebook messenger app, but I also did not receive a message on Zoom chat too.
Did you open the chat in Zoom?
Yeah, it's open right now.
Okay, Yanni is getting my messages.
Huh.
Yes, Yanni, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Maybe on the bottom,
Okay.
does it say everyone or does it just say just her on there?
It just says Yanni.
Oh, change that to everyone, and then me and Keenly would probably see it too.
Oh, but you have my phone number.
Yeah, I didn't want anyone to be left out.
Yanni will share it to me.
Yeah. I already sent it to you, sis, in WhatsApp.
Mhm.
We'll add you, sir.
Okay. Okay, I don't see you. I want to make sure we have this connection before we disconnect. You have me? Keen Lee, did you get my message?
Yes, sir. I got it. I got your number.
Okay. Did you add me on WhatsApp?
Thank you mga ka-BA. Sana sa episode na to na-inspire ko kayo. Basta kapag may mga training or interview, do your best lang. Salamat!